Hello, this is Nick with Nick's Computer Fix, and here's a video on the XIAOMI TV Box, the third generation. A quick review, setup, and unboxing. By the way, click on that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's go ahead and get started here by unboxing the XIAOMI box as quick as possible. And quickly, here are the specs. It's a quad core, 32 gigabytes of storage, Wi-Fi 6, Dolby, and also 4K Ultra HD. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. And as we open up the box here, the first thing that comes out is the main device. Okay, that's looking nice. Let's put that to the side. We have some user's manual. We have power plug here. And we have an HDMI cable, and we have the remote control. And there's nothing else in the box. Alright, the main device here, the XIAOMI Streamer, XIAOMI is how you spell it, by the way. It's small and it's lightweight and it is very thin. And we have some ports on the rear here, and then on the bottom we have a model number, MDZ-32-AA. And if we look closely on the rear, and we see 3 ports. The first one is an AC power port. Then we have an HDMI port, and we have a USB port. And also in the box, we come with a free HDMI cable, which is cool. We have the AC power plug, and then we have the remote itself. Let's go ahead and quickly unwrap the wrapper off of it, and you can see it is very thin, and it is, by the way, very lightweight. And I like it. It feels good in the hand, and I think it's going to work out just fine. Alright, let's take a look at what else we have here. Oh, on the front of the remote, it does say Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, and Apps buttons. So those are very quick buttons that you can use, or commonly called speed buttons, to get where you need to get to. And here's a quick look at everything that came in the box. So we're good to go here. 2 thumbs up. Let's go ahead and connect this up to our television set. Now the first thing we want to go ahead and do is connect our HDMI cable up to our TV. And you need to locate your HDMI ports on your television set. They're normally located on the rear, and they can be on the side or underneath the television. In my case, they're underneath here. I have HDMI 1 and HDMI 2. You can see they are clearly marked, and I'm going to go ahead and plug an HDMI cable into the HDMI port number 1, and as you can see, here it is. And you got to be sure that you plug it in the proper position. So make note of how you're plugging it in. Don't force it, and you'll be okay. Alright, let's grab the streamer device itself, and on the rear in the center we have the HDMI port, and we're going to plug the other end of that HDMI cable into that HDMI port on the back of the streamer. And then we go ahead and grab the power supply here, and we plug in the AC outlet plug here, and we're good to go. We do not need to use the USB port or plug anything into that port right now. Okay, now that I have the AC power and the HDMI plugs both plugged into the streamer, I'm going to go ahead and position this in the proper direction that I want it sitting in front of my TV set. You can also have it sitting on the rear of your TV set or behind it if you like, but in any case, I'm going to put mine right in front here on the left hand side. And you might notice that there is a white LED light that is lit. And it does not remain solid. It'll blink a couple of times during the setup once you plug in the AC power and turn the unit on, which is basically with the remote control. Once you press the power button on the remote, everything turns on, including the TV set and the streamer itself at the same time. And after it's blinking a couple of times, basically what it's doing is going out and doing some updates if necessary. So this could take a minute, or it could take a couple of minutes, and then it becomes solid again, and then you get this on your TV screen. Start pairing, and basically you want to press and hold the buttons on your remote for about 4 to 6 seconds. And then you get the message connected successfully. Now your remote is able to be used fully for your TV and your streamer. And so you can put your TV remote to the side and just use this one. And let me show you one more time. You press the left button, the right button for about 4 to 6 seconds, let go, and then you're all synced up. All right, and you get this screen here, it says welcome, and you select your language. In my case, English is good. So I'll take the default language that's been selected, and I will use my new remote to navigate through the questions here during the setup. Next, I will get the MI logo, and then I'll get the Google TV logo on my TV set here. Then I get the setup with Google Home app, and in my case, I'm going to choose down on the bottom it says setup on TV instead, and I like to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on set up on TV. But of course, if you prefer to set up with the Google Home app, you certainly can. Alright, once I click on that, it tells me to select my Wi-Fi network. So I'm going to connect my streamer here to my Wi-Fi network, and I will select my network. I will also type in my email address and my password and make a Wi-Fi connection to my local network here. And then I'm prompted to accept the Google Terms of Service and the Google Play Terms of Service. And of course, I'm going to click on accept, and then I get the screen that says Google Services. And I'm going to go ahead and take all of those by default and just click on accept. And then I get the stay in the know screen. And then I'm going to click on no thanks. And then I get the full assistant experience screen, and I'm also going to say no thanks. Now keep in mind, I can always go back in the settings after this is all set up and change these if I choose to. And search across all your TV apps. I'm also going to go ahead and say no thanks on this one as well. And I am just going to speed right on through this setup. So that's the reason I'm saying no thanks to most of these. All right, now it's thinking. All right, once that's all accomplished, choose your services screen, and I like everything here. And again, just for ease of speed, I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. And then on the next screen, I get a choice of which energy mode I would like to run this in. And I'm going to go ahead and select low, but you can definitely click on any of these, optimize or increase if you choose to. And once the energy mode is selected, setting up your Google TV is the next screen. And so it's doing its final setup and configuration. And it gives you an estimated time remaining. This could take anywhere from 2 minutes to 3 or 4 minutes, but it's moving right along here, and I'm going to speed this up with the magic of video editing and make this really quick so you don't sit here and watch it forever. And then the next screen is adding finishing touches. So it's almost finished, and I'm getting really psyched here. I'm already excited about this Google TV box, and so I can hardly wait for it to finish its final touches, so to speak. All right, and I think it's just about finished. And presto, we are ready to stream. This layout and interface is looking very cool. I like it so far, and I'm impressed. Okay, one last thing before I end this video, and that is you can add and remove apps at your convenience, and it's very easy to do. And in my next video, I will go through a tutorial on how to do that. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like, and leave a like if you like.